I hate Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka so much because sometime before the age of 60, he gets into bed and he never gets out again. Refuses to work, expects Charlie's mom to work 16 hours a day doing people's laundry for a pittance and then come home and look after him, changing his bedpan and wiping his ass, etc. Even Charlie, a little boy, had to go out to work to support him. Meanwhile, he's lying in his bed smoking a tobacco pipe and contributing nothing. Sure, you might think he's an old and weak and no longer able to work, but what happens the day when Charlie wins a golden ticket? That dumbass jumps out of the bed and starts tap dancing and singing like he has the golden ticket. No, retard, Charlie has the golden ticket, but you somehow just expect to be taken as long as his chaperone despite having spent the last 20 years apparently bedridden from old age and weakness. You can tap dance and go on tours of chocolate factories, but you can't help Charlie's mom with a little bit of housework or go to work and help lift the family out of poverty. Then, when he does go to the chocolate factory with Charlie, he convinces Charlie to steal the fizzy drink. Despite Charlie's protests that it is wrong, and despite having seen what happens to other kids who do not do what Wonka told them not to do, and then Charlie nearly dies by getting sucked into the fan. Some dumbass chaperone, really responsible, huh? And then let's not forget that this is the guy who convinced his family that he was an invalid and scourged after work for 20 years, was doing friggin' somersaults after drinking the fizzy lifting drink. What the hell, Grandpa Joe? Of course, this leads to Charlie being disqualified from winning the chocolate factory. Completely reasonable, since they had been explicitly told not to drink the fizzy lifting drinks. And Grandpa Joe starts screaming and ranting at Willy Wonka, calling him names and demanding that Wonka give him a lifetime supply of chocolate. And then he tells Charlie to sell the everlasting gobstopper to Slugworth. And you're not supposed to do that. That's supposed to be a secret candy. Again, showing his complete lack of moral compass, Charlie by the stage has woken up to Grandpa Joe's overall dumbassness and does the right thing, giving Willy Wonka the gobstopper back. This is the only reason why Charlie got the factory. If he had listened to Grandpa Joe, he would have remained impoverished forever, doomed to spend the rest of his life waiting hand and foot on this old piece of crap you can absolutely guarantee would crawl right back into his bed and remain there for the rest of his crappy life, expecting everyone to do everything for him while doing nothing to help them make anything in their life. No money, no food, no anything. He freaking faked being stuck in bed, but no, when his grandson gets the golden ticket, he jumps out the bed and starts tap dancing. What kind of logic is that? Come on!